Well, it is a story of trauma and its many unseen threads. 9 years ago, Rolls-Royce executive Brad Swearingen's life changed forever. And here to share the story of how their 2-year-old nearly lost his life is his wife, Amanda. And Amanda, this really is a story of pain, but it's also more so resilience and healing. So we thank you so much for being here, first of all. Let's go back to that day. You say your son is now 11 years old. So this was 9 years ago. What happened?
It was just, that normal night, and we were playing, and we'd had some friends over, and he was on the swing and he fell off the swing. He was with us. It was just an accident. And something that you wouldn't think that would happen, but it was definitely a surprise to even the doctors and to us, like the gravity and the enormity of it.
Wow. But ever since then, you've really been trying to bring hope and healing to a lot of people, which of course this is part of the podcast that has come out as well. You said just in early May, so just sort of launched. Tell me about that.
So when the tragedy first happened, we were, obviously Gavin is so well taken care of. Like, he was at Riley Hospital, and they saved his life. They were so good. But what we were looking for were stories of hope for us as a family. We knew that it was going to be hard. We had no idea what our outcome would be. So we kind of said to ourselves, like, if we can make it to the other side, let's be the story of hope. Let's talk about how hard it gets and how messy it is, and it's hard to parent and to stay married and to focus on your own mental health and your wellness. And so here we are 9 years later. We certainly couldn't have done this, back when it first started, but now this is what we want to do. We want to normalize these conversations.
I think that's what's so tough. I mean, let's be honest, being a parent is hard enough, but when you have to deal with something that you guys have gone through, that puts it on a whole other level. And I'm curious, people that you've met through your journey, how have your words of inspiration helped them heal, helped them move forward in their own journeys?
We've had so much great response, just from friends and people we've never met and colleagues and everyone. There's something within this journey that I feel you can really kind of relate to no matter what. If you've been through it, if you've been through having someone has a trauma, even just day-to-day life. We've heard these conversations about not knowing in your marriage how to really work through big problems. We have 2 teenage daughters, and figuring out how to help give them a voice and let them know that they're safe and they have permission to feel.
I think that is so interesting, because so often, we think of the trauma and the person who's going through it, the person who it physically affected, but oftentimes it's that support system around them. It's the mother and father, but it's also those who might feel or be unseen. Those siblings, those brothers and sisters who you may not think were as affected as they were.
And that's exactly what this was. It was that opportunity to kind of bring everybody, friends, siblings, sisters, everybody had a voice in this, and that's what I think makes it so powerful.
Well, tell me about this podcast very quickly, the name of it and where we can find it.
Threads Unseen, you can find it anywhere, Amazon Music, Apple, anywhere you would usually listen to a podcast, you'll get to see it. It was done by Bloombase, and it's a 5-part series, and it really does have a special place that I think everybody can find something in.
I think so too. Powerful indeed. Amanda, thank you so much for sharing your story and for being here and being such a powerful voice.